Hello, everybody. Welcome into Talking Fitchburg on this Thursday, April 14th, 2022. I'm Jeremy Crosby. Hope you had a great day. Enjoying the sunshine. Maybe not the wind, but it's not too bad of a day for spring. Could be worse. Could be snow on the ground. Could be a lot of different things. That's okay. It's a new day, and cold temperatures are going to stay around, at least cooler temperatures. In average, right about in the 50s. So each day in April, it goes up a little bit. So hopefully we'll continue to get warmer. But if you got those plans for all the Easter plans this weekend, those Easter egg hunts might be quicker because of how cool it will be out there. Not too bad, but it's cold. We got a good show for you coming up. We're going to be talking with the mayor of Fitchburg. Aaron Richardson will be here for an update. Plus, we check in with our Hy-Vee dietitian. Amy is here. We're going to do some smart shopping on a budget, but also eating healthy at the same time. It can be done, folks. She'll prove it coming up in just a little bit of time. First, let's jump to the headlines. And we start with a thank you. Thank you to all the telecommunicators. That is Telecommunicator Week. We want to thank all of the telecommunicators, whether it's at the Dane County Public Safety Communication Center or at our own dispatch center right here in the city of Fitchburg. The men and women of these dispatch centers work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. And it says here, you are truly the first responder. And we celebrate you not only this week, but always. That came in from the emergency management of Dane County sharing that message. But we want to thank all of them, including right here in Fitchburg, for all your hard work. These are the people that take the 911 calls or on the radio communicating with the first responders. They do it all. And the training and everything that they go through, it's amazing. And I've been up to I've been to our Fitchburg dispatch and at the Dane County Communication Center, and it is amazing the work that they do. So anytime I call 911, well, obviously I set the emergency, but I say thank you for what you do, because they are amazing. All right, turning our attention to the Easter egg hunt. We learned about this yesterday from the Recreation Department. You still got time to take part in this. Let's check it out. Search for Easter eggs hidden throughout Fitchburg parks. That's right. Solve the mystery message and come visit the Recreation office to choose a what? Is that a prize I see there? It certainly is. Rec office is open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., located at 5510 Lacey Road, right next to City Hall. Last chance to pick up your prize will be 4:30 p.m. on Friday, April 29th. You can get that Easter egg scavenger hunt piece right off the website or their social media page, Facebook page, that is, and start looking for eggs. Be fun. Concerts at McKee, they're back, and first one's already coming up fast, June 20th. Get this one on the calendar because Ocean Rush is coming. Bring your lawn chairs. I don't even know. When you see the picture, it doesn't really add up with Jeremy's Ocean Rush. Looks like Ocean Rush. It's going to be here. Bring your lawn chairs, picnics, and family, and enjoy a wonderful night full of music and community. There will also be food carts and beverage carts available. Thanks to Oak Bank, the big sponsor, continue to be the big sponsor for this here locally. And we also have the Madison Music Foundry back again with the youth band to kick things off. I love the youth. You never know what you're going to get with the youth band, but they're always amazing. I just love the talent that you see for them. So we're excited, and we'll be helping out. Helping out. We have a promo out there, I should say, that you can check out on each one of these upcoming events, which is going to be awesome. All right, Teen Center Public Opinion Survey open through April 22nd. That's right. The city is gathering feedback from the community on the potential for a teen center in the city's northwest corner. That's west of Verona Road. You can you can go to our website, fitchburgwi.gov, and you'll be able to click on the link to take the survey and learn more about this. The survey closes on April 22nd. Wisconsin Small Business Person of the Year. We have it. It's up in that same corridor that we were just talking about. You may recognize this guy because he's been everywhere. That's right. Our very own Dave Heidi has been selected as Wisconsin Small Business Person of the Year for Liliana's Restaurant and his work with Little John's. And this message was from Little John. Says, thank you, U.S. Small Business Administration, for this recognition. For more than 50 years, Small Business Association has celebrated Small Business Week, which recognizes critical contributions of America's 32.5 million small businesses. You can learn more at www.sba.gov. fitchburga.gov/NSBW. Yeah, Dave has done so much great work for not only the Fitchburg community, but all of Dane County in southern Wisconsin. And Little John's is an incredible organization, not only combating food waste, but providing meals for people as well, which is just awesome. And one of their facilities is just off Verona Road here in Fitchburg. And we're going to be, I'm excited to go there and visit soon as they start their construction for that facility. It's going to look really cool too, and what they do. And I've been trying to get a hold of Dave. He's a popular guy. I want to get a hold of him, get him on the show here so we can talk to him about this award and just all the work he has been doing. So we'll keep reaching out to him certainly for that. But congrats to Dave. You are awesome. All right, distracted driving is an issue for everyone. Yeah, I got the phone. It's distraction. All right, here we go. Approximately 72% of distracted drivers involved in traffic crashes in Wisconsin in 2019 were 25 years of age or older. Yeah, that's yeah. Consider these tips for safe driving. If you must send or receive a text, pull over to a safe location. Park your car first. The shoulder of the interstate is not a safe location. Do not do that. Also, if you have a passenger, appoint a designated texter to handle all of your texting. And if you can't resist the temptation to look at your phone, keep it in your trunk. Buckle up, put the phone down. Let's stay safe out there. That is a very good awareness piece. Sticking with awareness, Work Zone Awareness Week is in full progress, and we want you to stay safe out there as you hit the road. And we've got some startling statistics here for you that we're going to go through. So, drive like you're. I like this. Drive like you work here. The Wisconsin Work Zone facts: 2,488. That's the average number of work zone crashes per year in Wisconsin. That is way too many. One is way too many, right? In the past 5 years, Work Zone saw a majority of drivers and passengers, 62 deaths in the Work Zone, 12,441 crashes, 4,780 injuries, not 7,000, 4,780. That's too many injuries, too many deaths. Wisconsin's 2021 construction season recorded one work zone crash every 3 hours. That is crazy. We got to do something. Speeding, tailgating, and distracted driving were all the leading causes of work zone crashes in Wisconsin. What can you do to keep work zones safe for everyone? Always watch for workers, give them space, slow down, and eliminate distractions. Buckle up, phone down. And if you are using a phone in a work zone and you are caught, you will be fined for that, among other things. So please, 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 these are moms, dads, the whole works. They're out there trying to get these roadways safe and ready to go for you to drive on. So please give them a break. I love that sign. Give them a break, slow down, and be safe. And let's get out of the every 3 hours having a crash in a work zone. That is just not right. All right, let's take a quick break. Coming up next, we're checking in with the mayor of Fitchburg, and later we're going to be talking about shopping on a budget, but eating healthy at the same time. That's coming up all on this edition of TF.
You could be spreading the coronavirus without realizing you have it. So follow guidance from authorities where you live and do your part. It's important to limit in-person interaction with anyone outside of your immediate household, but phone and video chat are safe ways to connect. It's also important to limit any social gathering. This advice applies to people of any age, including teens and younger adults. Visit coronavirus.gov for the latest information.
After you joined our family, it was like, I really do feel complete now.
Our hearts are made stronger by how we treat others.
Put her there.
The light you share can impact those around you, but so can the darkness.
Later, twerps.
Did Pete saying mean things bother you?
So when you reach out to another person, take a moment to consider how they will feel and let your heart be the key to making a difference. Because of you, someone's entire day, year, or even life can change.
In every heart, there's hope.
Brandon met a girl on a dating app.
He finally found the courage to ask her out. No answer. He started to panic. Was he being...
Hey, sorry I didn't respond. I was driving.
She must be a keeper.
We're all just trying to keep things running for those who rely on us. That's why we don't have time to be sick with the flu.
We don't have time for delays.
We don't have time for spills.
Next.
We don't have time for setbacks. Let's be real.
Getting the flu shot
helps you fight the flu.
Get a flu shot for yourself and those around you too.
Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Joining today is your mayor of Fitchburg, Mr. Aaron Richardson. Aaron, welcome back to the show. How are you doing today?
Thank you. It's good to be here. I'm doing great. How are you doing today, Jeremy?
I am doing wonderful. It's nice out today. We're about to get some cold weather, but you know, whatever, it's spring, but that's okay. We got a lot to get to today. We're going to start with the town of Madison. As we get closer, and even though we're far away, it's still pretty close coming up. We've talked to you about this before, but we have scheduled a meeting. But as far as activities coming up, Aaron, what should residents in the town of Madison be expecting from us here in Fitchburg?
We do have that meeting that you discussed, and that's a great way to get information. We're going to be sending information to people as well and providing some videos to really welcome people to Fitchburg. And so it's really just trying to get information out as many different ways as possible. They probably have a lot of questions. It's kind of a weird time for this transition to happen. And so, you know, even things like, where am I going to vote in November? Because you'll vote one place in August through the town, and then you'll be a Fitchburg resident in November. And I don't know, and that's some information we'll provide is, okay, do I need to re-register? Does my registration transfer over? And so we'll provide some information on things like that. But also, you know, is your garbage day the same day? I don't know, but we'll have that information and give that to you so that you don't miss garbage day. That's a big day.
Garbage day is a big day. And yeah, there is established a website on our website, web pages that have all the frequently asked questions. That's right at our homepage. It's called the Town of Madison attachments. You can check out that. And we'll be talking more, Aaron, coming up here, specifically everything you need to know about the meeting and you know, welcoming everybody into Fitchburg, which we're excited about. Turning our attention to council, well, it wasn't too many changes that happened in the recent election. One contested race, but Joe Monado winning that race. But what's the council layout moving forward, and what will we be seeing here in the next couple of weeks?
Yeah, I think at this point, we do our annual kind of organizational meeting, any kind of changes to committee appointments, those types of things. Because there's no changes, it's going to be pretty minimal changes otherwise, since the people are on council aren't changing this year. Just a couple of tweaks here and there, but overall it's going to be pretty similar. I think that helps a little bit because you don't have someone new trying to get up to speed. Everyone has been through this at least once now, and in theory they know what they're doing a little bit better. And so, you know, ultimately, hopefully that means that things are a little more efficient this year, and we kind of know what we're getting, and things that we want to do are going to continue. It's not like there's a big change on, oh, someone was pushing this and now they're gone, so does that happen or not? We know pretty much what's going to continue happening here.
And then your council appointments too and stuff, there'll be some new changes, but some people stay on. What does that look like here coming up in the organizational meeting?
Yeah, so, you know, there'll be minor tweaks on which committees council members are on, but at the same meeting, we also reappoint citizens to all of our committees. And so everyone who said they want to stay on, whose term is up and wants to stay on, I've reappointed this year. 99% of the people I've done that with in my now fourth time going through this. And then there are some people who life changes, they're moving, things are happening where they don't want to be reappointed. And so we do have some openings. I've got a bunch of people that are already going to come in to hopefully get approved for that. Still have some openings though. If there's something you're interested in, let us know. There's a form on our website. And if there's more than one thing, there's actually a place on that form where you can say, you know, my first choice is library board. However, I would be interested in CETA or tree advisory or something else as well.
Awesome. Well, if people are interested, hopefully they'll sign up, and we'll look forward to hearing who was picked and coming forth or being brought forth from you. Turning our attention to we're zooming through this today, and there goes my alarm. I got to pick up my daughter here soon. But we have City receives a certificate of achievement for excellent in financial reporting, and overall, we're doing really well.
Yeah, I think that's great. I think it really is a testament to the work that Misty Dodge and our finance team are doing, and how they're really doing great practices, making sure that as a city, we're in a great shape financially. It's such an important piece. We want to make sure to keep taxes as low as possible, but also provide the great services that we do. And there's a lot of needs all the time. Wish we could do even more, but we can't. But getting that award really is just a testament to the great work our staff here does in that department. Really, all of our departments do a fantastic job. They happen to get this recognition because they actually have something that looks at it. And I think for the finances are probably the most important thing we do. What do we spend money on? The budget. That is really the most important thing we do all year. So to know that someone has recognized us for being excellent in those practices is a very kind of great thing to know, and kind of makes you feel a little more comfortable and safe that, hey, people are making decisions with our tax dollars.
Yeah, in fact, it says right here in the writing that it's spirit of full disclosure. So it's that transparency piece that's so important in government. Part of why we have you on this show, and part of what the finance department has been doing, do a great job there. And yeah, we give them 100% applause, because they see me coming around the corner here and they're like, oh my gosh, here he comes again. Anyway, they are a great group. Finally, just quickly on Plan Commission updates, got a few projects in the works. Tell us what we'll be seeing here in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, there continues to be a ton of development happening throughout the city. We've now got the final approvals done, I believe, for kind of the final phases for Fahey Fields. Terravasa continues to grow and expand. There's actually an apartment building getting built out there. There's some mixed use buildings getting built. And then we also had something submitted that we're going to talk about, where there's actually a company that is going to develop most of the Hartung property. The Hartung is still going to be there for now anyway, but they are looking to develop the other land around there. And so that's going to be great opportunities for more businesses to either expand here in Fitchburg, or hopefully some other great businesses to come into Fitchburg. And there's plenty of other things. There's lots of people that are interested in coming here to Fitchburg. We talk to people all the time. And so you're just kind of making sure the timing is right for them. But we've got lots of great locations. Everyone wants to be here. This is a great place to be. I mean, that's why I'm here. That's why you're here. That's why these people are watching. So people are seeing that and recognizing that.
Wow, that's the most cheering I've heard you do on the show before, so I'm happy for you on that. Yeah, we'll keep you up on the details. You can catch those meetings right here on Fact TV. Aaron, thank you so much for your time. We'll check in with you next month.
Thank you for having me.
You bet. Aaron Richard, Mayor of Fitchburg. We check with him monthly here on TF. We'll take a quick break. More to come. You're watching Talking Fitchburg.
See on page 4 that the projections need to be flood. Next Thursday?
Seriously? Thursday? Can't do that.
This is really inconvenient.
I have yoga that day.
I have no time for this.
So
I can't do Thursday, but I can do Friday.
Disasters don't plan ahead. You can. Talk to your loved ones about how you're going to be ready in an emergency. Don't wait. Communicate.
If you love them enough to suck the snot out of their nose at 4 a.m., then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Joining me from Hy-Vee, our dietitian. I say ours, but she's everyone's dietitian. It's Amy, and she's back. Amy, how are you doing first and foremost today?
I'm doing really good. Thanks. How about you?
Hey, hanging in there, and very excited to talk today. We're going to talk about budgeting. That's smart. I like the title. And we're going to talk about budgeting, and it rolls into so many different things when you're trying to plan your meals, And I'll just say, as a family, we're a family of 4 at the Crosby household. It gets tough day after day, and trying to come up with new ideas and still fill the old ideas, and you want to do quick. There's just so many things to it. But you've got some smart ways here that we can budget and still enjoy ourselves, I guess, more or less. So tell us a little bit about the plan today.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think budgeting is always a good topic, but especially now. I mean, if you turn on the news on any given day, I feel like there's almost always a story now about, the record inflation we're facing right now, and everything seems to be going up in price. So if there was never a better time to kind of dial in on getting your food budgeting under control, this is a great opportunity for that. So I've just got some different tips that you can use to get that food budget under control. And not everything you have to do all the time. Not everything may work for you, but there's a lot of different things that you can start to implement that will kind of chip away at that food budget.
All right, starting with the first one, choosing a off-brand or non-name brand, a generic. How can we, why do we save money on in using these products?
Yep. So store brands or private label brands, kind of what we refer to those as, are definitely going to save you money. I know sometimes people get a little maybe leery of getting the store brand versus like a national name brand. But really, when it comes to quality, you're getting a very comparable product. So the quality isn't going to suffer. You're definitely going to save some money. And one thing to know with Hy-Vee especially is that we do have a Hy-Vee brand of products. We also have some other that fall under that private label brand umbrella. So in our Italian line, we have a line called Gustare Vita, which is a pasta sauce, pasta. They have jarred pesto that's really great. So that's a nice line. And then also That's Smart is another private label brand, as well as Full Circle. And they do have some organic options as well.
Yeah, and they taste really good. I switched to buying I don't know if you want, not the private label, but the other brands, and tried a lot of different things, and you really don't notice. I don't know. I haven't noticed the difference, but I think it's definitely a good option for choosing a different brand, if you will.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely a great place to get some of those savings in.
All right, eat more meals at home. Sounds easy, but
yep. Yes, and you don't have to eat every meal at home. But the more meals you can eat at home, obviously, is gonna be a huge cost saving. So if you think, a dinner recipe, for example, a lot of times an entree at a restaurant can cost upwards, $20 to $30 an entree, depending on what you're ordering. Obviously, there's going to be quite a bit of variety, so if you think that's for one person, that adds up really fast. If you can, even one more night a week at home rather than purchasing something from the restaurant, again, is a good way to save. And like I said, it doesn't have to be every meal. So, just doing it a little bit more will help. So.
Absolutely. And that goes right into the next one, meal planning. And I think if you plan ahead that you're going to have leftovers to make, it could be a second dish or turn it into something else. I think that's a bonus. And you hear it all the time, but tell us why it's so important to do some meal planning.
Yes, for two reasons, I think. The one you mentioned, which incorporating the leftovers, but then also you're cutting down on food waste. So not only are you saving the money by cooking at home, but if you can make a plan for those leftovers, you're not going to be throwing things out. So, if you don't want to eat the exact same thing every night, you don't have to. You can just repurpose different pieces of the meal into something else. So if you're grilling chicken breasts one night, maybe grill a couple extra, and then the next night chop them up and use them in a soup, or shred them up and you could use them in a taco recipe or something like that. So it doesn't always have to be eating the exact same thing night after night after night.
I like this next one, picking a daily theme. And this is where the Meatless Monday, Taco Tuesday, I love those themes, but that just takes the guessing work out of it just as much as the planning. It works hand in hand.
Absolutely. Yep. And I think where that really helps is that as people start to really meal plan and look for those new recipes, it's easy to get really overwhelmed because there's so many to choose from. You know, if you go on a website and start looking through recipes, sometimes people have a hard time just picking one because there's so many. And so that's where having that theme really helps, because as you see a recipe you like, oh, perfect, this is an Italian recipe, I can slot it in on my pasta night or whatever. So it just helps give a little bit more focus as you're doing that searching for recipes.
Well, I think thinking of it broad too, Taco Tuesday, you know, could be any sort of Mexican themed, Spanish cuisine, you know, you name it, it could be whatever. So I think it just makes it easier instead of saying we are gonna have to have a taco, it's gonna be beef and it's gonna, no. All right.
Yeah, tacos are nothing on Tuesdays. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly. Focus on nutrient-rich foods. This one is a tough one for me, and I gotta do this. It's a good thing.
Yes, and a lot of your kind of, you know, not necessarily less expensive, but you can get a lot of staples that really are going to contain a lot of nutrition as you start to build meals and make more things at home. So, you know, things like eggs, oatmeal, canned beans, you know, black beans I love, I use a lot, brown rice, non-fat Greek yogurt. You know, a lot of these things are relatively inexpensive and they're very nutrient dense. And so these are kind of things to always have on hand that you can use in a lot of different ways as you start to make more meals at home.
Absolutely. All right. Well, we're running out of time here. So if people want to learn more about saving some dollars and still doing some good cooking and everything else in between, you guys have a lot of resources at Hy-Vee to get it started.
We do, yes. And we actually have a budget cooking guide on Hy-Vee.com. And there's lots of budget-friendly recipes on Hy-Vee.com as well. So those recipes are really tailored to use some of those lower cost ingredients. So that's a great resource to check out if you haven't already.
All right, Amy, thank you so much for all the great tips. Appreciate your time. We'll check in with you next month.
All right, sounds great. Thanks.
You bet. Again, check out Hy-Vee's website for more information on the stuff Amy just shared with you, and you can always get in contact with Amy as well. We'll take a quick break. More to come. You're watching Talking Fitchburg.
Como padre, todos los días son un desafío y hay que estar ahí presentes. No importa lo cansado que uno esté, hay que estar ahí presentes para ellos. Cuando los niños aprenden algo nuevo, es ese momento mágico y especial, y creo que presenciar ese momento es mi favorito.
Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. He's here. He's here. Wait. What? I can't drive. Why? I'm high. Oh.
Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg, wrapping up the show for the day. I want to thank Amy from Hy-Vee helping us out. She's the best dietitian we know. And you can go to Hy-Vee to learn more about some of the stuff we talked about today. And of course, the mayor, we appreciate his time. Always fun checking in with him. And we'll get both of these posted up online where you can watch and review that at Facebook and YouTube. We post those up daily. Andrew's really good at that. So you should check it out. You're going to be sad.